Miss Sarah and science. So let's sit on our bottoms and look at Miss Sarah.
3-1 friends. Today we're going to talk about where worms live.
Where the worms go?
Oh, I have them. So yesterday we said that I'll show you. They like the leaves. Their poop is called what? Castings. And what do these castings do, Mateo?
Grow.
They help the plants grow? And Mark, what do worms eat?
Plants.
We said apples, paper, and carrots. And we said that they're living things because they eat, breathe, and...
I need to turn.
You want to turn, Hannah? Okay. Hannah, where do they live, Hannah?
Oh, Hannah's turn. Ready?
Hannah, here's your turn. Where do worms live?
A hole.
They live in a hole. So today we're going to talk about where they live. And that they are garden friends. So we're going to talk about where they live.
How can I?
Hi.
I thought there was a child.
Oh. Come back. Oh, just a grown-up visitor. Sometimes just a grown-up. Bye, guys.
Bye. Where you now?
Danny, remember? What did you make?
I know it's mine.
What was this for? What's on this? This is... Who knows what this is?
Me.
Hannah, what is this?
Oh, sing about the mink. Science. No.
It's
That's mine.
Hey,
stop.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
What? Soil. It's soil. You guys made the parts of where the worm is. Look at this. Now let's look.
Hey, stop.
At this.
Look.
This
There's
is
no.
soil.
There's no eggshell and no paper.
Should we look at what they ate? Okay.
I don't want you to be mean to me.
Ready? What is this?
I don't want you to be mean to me.
Where are they living? They're living in the newspaper, and what else is in there? Mateo? The soil. They live in the soil.
Carrots.
We can check out what they ate too.
See some carrots there.
They ate the carrots.
There's some behind there.
When we had this,
Behind there.
there's carrots in here.
Yes.
We fed them. We wanted to see which ones were their
I
favorites.
saw tiny
And we'll pass this around in just a little bit. We're
Where
going to first figure out.
Tiny Goofy never appears, neither Tiny Mickey or Tiny Minnie or Tiny Daisy.
Mark,
Tiny Poodle.
is this
Tiny
wet or dry?
Wet.
It's a little damp. We sprayed it someday. We sprayed it.
On the spray.
Everyone can do a spray and go around.
Yay. Me first.
Mark, one spray. We're going around in a circle. You're going to pass it to Hannah. Good time taking. One turn. Good, Hannah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mateo. You're helping the worms.
Do we have to sit in our chair to spray?
We do. We need to be sitting in our chairs and following directions. Thanks, Danny. Your turn taking.
I hope you guys spray it.
So now, is this wet or is this dry?
Wet.
We all agree that it's wet? Yes. Worms like to live in this. What's this? It kind of looks like dirt, but it's called
Soil.
soil. So today we're going to talk about the soil that they live in.
I wonder what we're going to learn about plants.
We're going to talk about how worms need to stay wet. Ready? This says that people use tools to dig tunnels. Do you think that a worm uses tools to dig?
No.
No? See, look, here's a picture of a worm tunnel. Ooh. See the tunnels? Okay. How do they make them?
Moving.
They move their bodies.
Like us.
Like us? So let's see how they did it. So, who thinks yes?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you think yes. They have to use what tools? The resin. So I'm going to say yes.
No.
It says, ooh, a worm uses its mouth to dig. And it eats the dirt to make tunnels. The worm then poops out the dirt outside the tunnel.
What'd you say?
The worm then poops out the dirt outside of the tunnel. And what's that poop called?
Where'd you find that? I have a hole.
They have a hole?
In my pants.
So the worms, Mateo, do you know why the worms go in the soil and dig their tunnels? It helps eat, breathe, and grow. This worm's about to start digging his tunnel. You gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hold it.
So
So he's about to start his tunnel. So we're gonna figure out what he does to make his tunnel. Mateo has the starting picture. Now we're gonna turn this over. We're gonna figure out how they dig. Mateo, would you like to come here and put it up here first so we can see it?
yeah.
Thank you. So you can put it right here. So first we have to have, what are these? The worms. This picture first. You have the first picture. This big picture. What's he about to start doing? Digging his tunnel. Thanks, Mateo. So,
And we come off today.
and we,
No, I am not a hero. Yes.
so now he's going to go. Oh, here's the next one. Who can figure out what he does next?
Me.
He's going to go into the tunnel.
No. Yes. Why yes? Miss
Ooh, look. It says he's going to go into the tunnel. Who's sitting quietly to glue it next?
Me.
Mark's sitting. Oh. So I'm going to make an arrow to go next. And can you glue here? Hey, Anna.
Oh, I did both.
So we have the worm. And then he's going to, can everyone try this when he goes into the tunnel? How does he get down here? Hannah said he goes with his body and he moves.
Like this.
Yes. Hannah, that's right.
Like us.
It's like us. And that's called burrowing. Can everyone try to burrow? You can get out of your seats and burrow. I want you to try to burrow.
Oh, like Hannah did.
Like Hannah did. Can everyone burrow like Hannah did?
Watch your friends.
Burrow. You're going to make a... There, Hannah's burrowing. Can we see Mateo burrow, everyone? Thanks, Hannah. Good burrowing. Wait, yeah, it's Mateo's turn. Alex. going slow. He's burrowing slow. Wow. What a slow burrowing worm. Thanks, Mateo. What are you doing? Burrowing.
Thank you, Mateo.
Rajan, can you burrow for me? Ooh, going slow. And wiggle your body. You have to wiggle and then you're burrowing with your mouth. So move your head like a worm does. Wow, just like the worm, you're burrowing so deep in the tunnel. Thank you. Can you go sit in your seat? I see that Danny's sitting ready. Danny, would you like to burrow? Danny, do you want to burrow? No? Yeah, Mark, burrow? Yes or no? Would you like to show us the burrow? And when you're burrowing, are you above the soil or are you under the soil? Under the soil. Yeah. Oh, slow wiggling worm with his mouth. Thanks, Mark. Alex, last one.
Why am I last?
Did you want to burrow in the soil?
Well,
Like a worm?
well, yes, but I gotta do something else.
Ah, you're making a whole new tunnel. Okay. So when the animals tunnel, worms tunnel, look, so now they're going to go.
No. Me too.
Hannah, all done burrowing. Mateo.
Come and try.
Me too.
Mateo and Hannah, I want you to see this. We can do this next.
Please sit down. No taking our fingers.
See, I see that Mark's ready to find out what happens next. I see that Ross is ready. Ooh. What are these called, Mark? When they go down. So the worm first starts out here. Everyone, let's follow the worm's path down and see what happens. So this is the worm. Mateo, what should I do first? If I'm a worm, I'm going to start here. How am I going to get down here? What do I have to do? You want to glue something? So you want to make the tunnels? So then they're going to go into the tunnels. So then they're going to, how do you burrow? Burrowing like this? Is that when they move their bodies?
No.
Thank you, Mateo. Don't glue it now. So they're burrowing their bodies, and there's under the soil. And then this, oh,
One more thing.
we're going to do this later. Sit down, please.
I need one more thing.
Sit down.
I need one more thing.
Nothing to
Teacher
glue.
said sit down.
I'm thinking of burrowing worms. So we're
One
talking,
more thing.
no, all done. So they burrow underground, and what does their poop do?
Teacher said sit down.
So we're going to go back to our seats, and we're going to draw, we're going to do our seat. And then when the worms go under, what does it? It helps the soil because it breaks apart. Everyone try this. Can you do this? Breaking apart. Break it, like an eggshell. Break. Mark and Rajan and Danny, Alex is going to break apart the soil. It's going to make it good for plants. We're going to go to our seats and we're going to draw the worms burrowing under the soil. Mark can go to his seat. Raj can go to his seat. Mateo and Hannah go to your seat.
Tim's top, like you. Why am I last? Stop it! Stop it! Miss Mella, why are you copying me? Yeah. Like, say, this might be like her.
sorry.
Guess what then?
Okay, so you're talking about the burrowing
These
worm?
are my
What color are worms?
Maybe mark it in the note, friends can share.
Maybe I'll get more paper. So what should we do first? We talked about first the worm. We're gonna go over it. So I'm gonna draw first. What's the worm picture?
So Alex is thinking about a worm.
I'm thinking about what worms we're drawing on this side.
A
Worm.
blue, no half. What color for the burrowing worm?
So I'm gonna draw other side.
Oh, Raj is thinking
Ready?
about a
So
worm.
here's my soil layer. I'm gonna draw color in my soil. And then this is my grass, because there's soil under the grass. What color is the soil? The burrowing worm. And the tunnels.
Okay. So let's draw the worm first. What color do we need for the worm?
What color?
Perfect. How will we draw the
Where are
worm?
what color is the soil? Soil here. That's okay.
Good. I love that worm.
Okay. So we're drawing the soil. So now I'm going to draw my
How
worm.
about the tail end? Good.
He's going to go.
I did it.
You draw your soil. What's above the soil?
The grass on top. So
What's on top of the soil?
your name, please?
What is it?
Can we draw the word burrowing? Do you remember what burrowing
The
means?
ground?
Digging and going deeper.
Green.
How about we draw the soil where the worm lives? What color will we draw the
I have
soil?
green.
Black.
Oh, I did. Oh, I got green.
Can you draw the grass?
Okay, so here's the worm burrowing.
And then, so here's my worm. He's going to start out going like this, Mateo. Ready? Just like the picture you glued in, this is my worm. And watch him. He's going to go down the tunnel, and he's going to burrow his body. And then he's going to go, I want to go this way.
Guess what?
He's going to dig a tunnel. He's going to tunnel,
Yes.
and he's going to go, I want to go back down the tunnel. And that's my worm. That's burrowing.
Yeah, did a worm too. This is his soil, and that was his
I
worm.
kept on growing here.
How about grass?
Here. What do you need brown for? Here's some brown.
What color
No,
will your grass be?
green. A black.
Get
I have a black. There.
Nice.
No, there. Here. But we need a cat.
Hey, can you show me where your worm is burrowing at?
And a cat.
Beautiful,
There.
Rajan.
There.
All done good?
I need it.
Can I help? Hannah, can you show me where your worm
About
burrowing?
grass. You want to make some grass like Miss Sarah's grass?
Where does it come in at? Help? Okay.
I can't
So where does the worm? Let's make first the worm is above ground and has to go underground. How's it gonna get there? Do you want another paper? It digs. They call it digging is burrowing. It digs its body, so it's gonna. Ooh.
Look.
Yeah, Rajan, I love it. Can I label some of the parts you told me about?
Yes.
So Nishara, Rajan said grass is on top.
Mm-hmm.
And Rajan said, here is the worm. And this is all the tunnels he made.
He made so many tunnels. He was a busy burrowing worm.
Wait, oh, that's what you're
You
thinking
wanna draw
about?
like the poop? The castings?
Wait, you can draw that? Sure.
Wait.
Wow.
I have to Can I use this?
Very nice.
Thank you. You're my best
When you
friend.
finish, let me know how you do this and label it. I saw your big drawing on the back.
Can I get a picture of it?
So you can hang it up? What's this?
I don't want to eat.
No.
Beautiful.
Alex, you really know label?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I love
And
it.
you can even draw the
Look.
ornaments in your label.
No,
You did it. So worms live? Soil.
See?
And we talked. What is the worm? How did he get in? How did he get into the soil?
This is the first
To get out, and
This is
then
the
you go there. That's where he starts. How does he get in here?
It goes all the way to here to get to the old one.
What are all these called?
I don't know.
Tunnels. And what did you do on the ground with your body? Did you wiggle? And that's how it's also kind of digging. Can you say the word burrow?
Burrow.
This is where this is where you started to burrow at. This is like the starting point. Are you all done?
Yeah.
And then these are called what? Tunnels. Good job, Mark. All done. Is there anything else? Still working. Mateo, are you all Mateo? All done then? All done then? You finished? Yes? It is? Thank you, Mark. You're all done then. Hannah. Where does the worm live? I'm thinking of worms and then where they live. Alex? There's too much. Thank you. Hannah, where do worms live? Hannah. Where do the worms live? What's their house called? Tap the marker. Where do worms live? You drew the... You said already. Worms live in... They live in holes. This is called the soil. And our worms we looked at, that was the soil. Do worms live above ground or underground? Hannah, tap the marker. Yay. Thank you. Above ground or underground? Hannah, almost done. Come here, almost done. What are these tunnels? What are these called? How did they get into the hole? How did they get into the soil? And that's called burrowing. I'm going to write the word burrowing. So they started here and they went in and they burrowed. That's the starting point. They burrowed into the hole. And then what are all these called? All of these lines underneath here?
You said dry erase words.
Where do they live in the tunnels? Thank you. Write tunnels, but all done then.
Do you need a break or are you okay? Good choice. Let me do some noticing. Soil, tunnel, and a burrow.